Hey guys, what up? It's Jeff. Hey, I have something to tell you. I don't think what you're hearing from your friends, coworkers, your real estate agent, the investment advice that you're getting in regards to your mortgage is correct. And I'm going to tell you why. First of all, Happy New Year. I don't think I've checked in with you guys since the turn of 2020 to 2021. I'm sure I'm like the rest of you guys who's just thrilled to kind of turn the page, so to speak, and get into 2021 and just kind of see what it has to offer. I wanted to bring a couple of things to you guys' attention today, short, sweet, to the point. One, you've been hearing a lot from your friends, family, coworkers, colleagues, real estate brokers like me that interest rates are going to stay low for a very long time. I completely disagree, and I'm going to tell you why. And then two, I'm going to tell you about a post I put on my Instagram today. If you haven't checked that out yet, it's at urbancondospaces.com or Instagram at urbancondospaces. So anyway, let's start with interest rates, okay? If you've looked at the 10-year, okay, the 10-year treasury here in the last couple weeks, you would have seen that it's been moving up. The 10-year has been moving up, okay, and pretty significantly, just 25 basis points here. And I think since the start of the year, we're only 12 days in. In a nutshell, the interest rate that you would have had just 2 weeks ago is, I'd say, noticeably higher today. The economy, okay, investors are starting to see signs of inflation. Okay, pricing moving up, things getting away from us. Okay, and the Fed policy here recently, obviously, has kind of, which is kind of indicative of kind of where rates are going to be headed, okay, by keeping rates lower. You would have noticed that everyone's been anticipating that we would have these low interest rates over the course of this year, but into 2021 and maybe 2022. Well, I don't think that's going to happen. You know, I can see more discussion around inflation. As you guys know, I spend a ton of time every day on the U.S. equity market, kind of trading stocks. It's been a hobby and a passion of mine for really since my days in college. And so I'm paying attention to it. And we're talking about inflation. And it's why you're seeing like crypto, like Bitcoin surging to fairly recent highs. They hit 40,000. People are looking for a hedge, an inflation hedge. Whenever you get inflation, you start to look at like real assets as a way to kind of play that inflation, right? So a good example would be real estate, multifamily, gold, in this case, crypto. So all I'm telling you is that is this really. If you're waiting for interest rates or waiting to buy a house because you think interest rates are going to be low throughout the course of the year or into next year, I think you're going to find yourself being pretty disappointed. I just went through a refinance on a place that I own in Seattle. And I can tell you that definitively that the rate that I locked in at 2 to 3 weeks ago would have been noticeably higher today. And so I'm very thankful that I did that. And it also makes me think about if I was to go buy a house right now, I would be trying to get into that place fairly quickly. Now, the challenge with that, and this goes into my second point, is that inventory is just historically low. We have very, very little inventory right now, and that's problematic, right? Because then we're all out competing for the same units, and that's driving prices even higher. So what I would tell you is this: be thoughtful and be swift. Okay, I wouldn't wait. If you find the right place, I would definitely jump on it. And if you're a seller, and this takes me into the post that I put on Instagram today. I'm going to read this to you. I'd be on the market yesterday. I mean, immediately. Let me tell you what I wrote. My best recommendation for 2021 is to be on the market early in the year. This is the hottest real estate market that I've seen since 2005 to 2007. Buyers are eager to take advantage of interest rates, and inventory is severely limited. That's the exact word that I use, severely. Waiting to sell just exposes you to rising rates and more competition. Your time is right now. Now, I'm going to get some pushback because people are going to be like, well, what do you mean rising rates? Well, they don't see it yet. You know, they're not paying attention to the details. When you have inflation, okay, the Fed will change its target policy on interest rate. It might not happen this next meeting, but it's coming. You know, I think as the market continues to heat up and we get so much liquidity, you know, so much stimulus into the market. With our new president, we're expecting, you know, a potential of $2,000 per person in stimulus. I mean, when those funds hit our economy, it's going to rip. You know, people are going to come back out from being buried in their homes with COVID, and consumer spending is going to be up. And because we've been sitting at home during COVID, we haven't been traveling, we haven't been spending money on restaurants, we haven't been spending money on all the things that we typically would. I mean, I thought about it today. I haven't gone to the dry cleaner for months. I mean, like half a year, right? So my point is this: rates are very low, okay, but they're going higher. And I would be willing to bet almost everything that I own, unless there's a massive catastrophe economically, rates will be higher at the end of the year than they are today. Okay, and I really believe that. And all you have to do is watch the 10-year. Look at the move that it's made. Secondly, and maybe my final point, okay, about sellers getting on the market. If you're going to sell this year, just do it right now. You know, do it quickly. Even if it means that you have to move into a rental before you find your house, you will reap a tremendous amount of interest, and you will be rewarded very, very handsomely by the amount of demand that we have in the market looking for homes with very, very little supply. And I can give you example after example. But if you're a seller, get your place on the market. If you're a buyer, try to get into something sooner than later. I think it's going to make a difference for you. Look, you don't want to buy the wrong house at the right interest rate. So I'm not saying that. But if you're looking at getting into the market, I wouldn't be waiting until 2021 or 2022 to do it. I would do it now. And I think at the end of the year when we do a review, especially of this video here, I think you'll thank me for at least being mindful about getting a refinance done or locking in it at an interest rate before they start to move up. They may not move up significantly, you know, until the end of the year or into first part of 2021, but that's where they're headed. And I personally believe that we could get into some very intense inflation, you know, 2 to 3 years out, especially with all of this stimulus and all of this money, all this liquidity in the market. That's my personal belief. We can talk crypto and investments and everything else later. But for now, guys, Happy New Year. Thanks for watching. This video, you'll have to leave some comments if you enjoyed it or not. I mean, I know it's not for everybody, and I'm not trying to use it as a megaphone to encourage you to do something you're not comfortable doing. Think of it as a way for me to give back and tell you guys what I'm seeing, watching the markets every day, and where I think we're headed. So anyway, thanks for watching. Do me a favor, if you liked the video, hit the like button for me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.